Hello and welcome everyone to Breaking Bedrock. My name is Fiasco. Thank you for joining me. As you can see, we have been busy doing stuff. Oh boy, I have been busy mining my buns off to get all this stone because we have begun construction on our new base. That's right, we are at the top of the Mushroom Island. Over here is where our encampment currently is. Way over here. Yeah, down there. This is a 51 diameter circle, and it came out to be just this ground floor is 2,053 stone brick blocks. And that was a lot of mining, and it was totally worth it just to get a good foundation going. I have a design that I've got for the walls that I'm going to be going up. Oh, I guess I should explain to you what my concept for this base is going to be. Also, we got some diamond armor. Yay, milestones. I got a ton of XP from that mob farm that we made over there in the distance. And basically, I just made a set of diamond armor. I had so much lapis, it didn't matter. I just kept enchanting it and then disenchanting it with a grindstone until I got something that I liked. And we actually ended up with some pretty decent enchantments. I would have rather had just protection and unbreaking, but that's okay. Blast protection's pretty good for protecting against creepers when they do sneak up on you, and ghasts as well. This one doesn't have any actual protection on it, but Depth Strider and Feather Falling are absolute necessities. Blast protection, and then Respiration 3, Aqua Affinity, and Fire Protection. I'll take it. So, not really my armor that I really like to have, but it's not bad. Now, finally, for the explanation as to the base. My idea for this base is to build a gigantic, beautiful tower at the top of this island. And I know what you're thinking, that's not super creative. That's nothing new that has been done before a million times. We've seen a billion beautiful towers. But this one is going to be unique because this tower is going to be my love letter to Mojang and to this game. It is going to be a representation of progress throughout the game, and it's kind of hard to explain when I try to make it all poetic like that, but basically, this ground layer, the base of the tower, is going to be made from materials that you get right at the beginning of the game. You get stone, you got wood, you got granite, things like that. Just, good earthy materials to build a strong foundation for this tower. And then, after I'm done the main area, we're going to move on to phase 2 of the tower, which is going to be the nether-themed section. So I'm going to be using all nether materials to build another, I don't know if I'm going to put it up top or below the main area. Chronologically, it would go on top if we're going from the bottom to the top, but I think it would be cool to have it underneath because the nether is metaphorically or whatever down below us, kind of like hell. But yeah, so I don't really know what I'm going to do with that section yet. I've only been planning this main rotunda area, but this I think is going to be a nice area where I can walk on down in all 4 directions or fly in eventually. The walls are going to be nice and high, and this is where I'm going to have all of my starter farms as well. I'm going to have an iron farm right in the middle, right here. Because I love iron farms, and I think that they are an absolute necessity in this game, because I use a lot of hoppers, and they burn up a lot of iron. So we're going to put an iron farm here, probably around that. In fact, the first thing I'm going to do is make some sugarcane farms, and I don't even know where I'm going to put them, but I'm going to try and lay out the iron farm, and then lay out the sugarcane farms maybe around that, because I desperately need sugarcane. I have nothing to trade with my villager, and I'm always mining so my little sugarcane thing doesn't grow. And oh, I forgot to show you. I was just going to start complaining about how I can't grow sugarcane on this mycelium, but we started a little side project over here as well. What is this? Look how colorful it is. Grass! On my island. It's kind of difficult to do because I Okay, so I've got Silk Touch. I can collect the grass blocks and just replace them straight up, but that's a lot of collecting grass blocks, and I don't got time for that right now. So I have just been putting out like strips of the grass blocks and then breaking all of the mycelium in between, and then just letting this grow naturally. And also, this podzol seems to take over every time I grow a tree here, which is kind of weird because these don't connect, but whatever, game mechanics. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll just like cut a strip out here, put some grass in, break all of this so that no mycelium is touching the exposed dirt, and then just let it grow in. And it's been working really well. It's super slow though, so I might have to do just a big trip where I get a whole bunch of grass blocks and then replace it all in one kind of fell swoop. But look how vibrant this grass is. It's so cartoony. I love it. This is like it's gonna be like a Mario Island by the time we're done with it. Also, I'm doing this section first because I want to move the tree farm from the air just to the ground. Yeah, this is gross. This is ugly. I don't like this. So back on the ground and then I'll be happy. So besides that, I've also started eating a little bit healthier. I now have golden carrots, which is my favorite food in the entire game. When I made that gold farm / XP farm, it didn't even dawn on me that I'm gonna have so much gold, I can eat all of the golden carrots I'll ever want, and I've been growing carrots too, and harvesting quite a few of them, so we should be good for quite a while. So I'm going to get back to building and see if I can get, I'm really hoping, let's see here. Ooh, it's 9 o'clock right now on Saturday night, and I'm hoping to get some of this wall done, maybe even just a quarter section if I can. I did it in creative a little bit, except for I screwed up the dimensions a little, so it's not exactly perfect. Anyways, I'm just gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna see what happens, and if I totally screw it up, then at least I got this platform done today, which was my main goal. So this is it. This is what we've come up with by the end of the day. So I abandoned the idea to get a whole section done because I really needed to get this design down pat, and they're all missing the middle section because I haven't actually planned any entrances for this thing. I realized that I forgot that step, so probably one on each side. I'm going to probably arch that up there so that I can fly in and out of these, and it'll hopefully look really nice, but I don't have time for that today. So I'm going to turn this off, go watch some Dragon Ball Z, and we'll start fresh tomorrow, see how far we get. Okay, well, as you can see, we are doing pretty well resources-wise. Let's take a look in my goodies box. Yeah, so this is what I'm looking for. I want lapis for this entryway that I'm planning. Unfortunately, lapis is kind of hard to get, and it's especially annoying when you accidentally convert it into blue dye, so that doesn't even need to be in there anymore. I think I need about 60 of these in order to do what I want to do. So I'm going to need to do a little bit more mining. And then I think I'm going to use some redstone in this design too, because as we all know, the foundation of this game, which this pillar is going to represent, lapis and redstone are both, I would consider, early game necessities. At least in my opinion. Enchanting and redstone are absolute... Oh, I made this out of lapis. I guess I can steal that if I need to. Yeah, they're a cornerstone of this game, and so they should be represented in our base layer of this tower that we're going to build. Unfortunately, it's been a pain mining it, although I have actually had a lot of fun. Now that I have efficiency 5 on this bad boy, I just chew through those rocks. When we can get a beacon, oh, life's gonna be so good when we can get a beacon, but that's a little ways away still. So I am gonna get cracking on this one and maybe try and build up a full section and see if I like it. I built one in creative and I'm pretty happy with it, but sometimes transferring things from creative over to here, I decide I don't like stuff or things aren't practical. So yeah, let's check back in when that's done. And here we have it. This is what I came up with for the design of the wall. So you can see I incorporated the lapis and the redstone there, and I'll be the first to admit those colors do clash with each other. I would have rather gone all lapis, but I think it's important to represent the redstone in this build. So it's just a little sliver here and here behind these trapdoors, which I actually don't think is too intrusive. So if we feel like it, maybe later on we'll swap those out with lapis, but for now, I need the lapis to do this in all 4 sections. So yeah, it'll also look different, obviously, once you can't see through it. That's kind of throwing the look of it off, but I think this is going to look pretty darn imposing. Okay, I decided on a tiny bit of a redesign. Instead of the redstone blocks, I'm going to use note blocks here instead. It looks way nicer with the color palette. That red was really, really intrusive. It also does a good job of representing the redstone because these are redstone products. So it works. Yay, go me. Unfortunately, now I need to go and fix the other sections of the wall that I had already prepped for this, but that's okay. These are actually pretty cheap to make. I think it's just 8 planks of wood and then 1 piece of redstone dust per. So I'm actually going to save a ton of redstone doing this. And there we go. All 4 walls are built up to look exactly like this. And I kid you not, that took a long time. I have been mining lapis all morning. I found, I believe it was about 30 lapis ore that I needed to make this. And I found probably 50 diamond ore in that amount of time. This took way too long. I don't remember lapis being that hard. I guess it's because usually I mine it passively and it just like stacks up on its own. I never actually use it for building. But if we come to the front here, I am very, very, very happy that we ended up doing the grind for it because that blue just gives it a little tiny accent color without being too obtrusive, and it goes really well with this natural color palette that we've been using. And yeah, I mean, you can't really see the granite from that angle, but you could say that the granite is also a bit of an accent color, but it's so hidden in there, and it's actually pretty muted on its own, so I wouldn't really count that, but I think that blue stands out in the perfect way. It also is a great symbol of what we wanted to convey here, with the enchantments being an important part of the foundation of Minecraft. Yeah, the redstone really blends in now that I took out those super sharp looking red blocks. I'm much more happy with this. It's a little tacky, I won't lie. It's kind of broken up there in a weird way, but it'll do for now. Likely this is all going to change anyways once I start working on the rest of it. Speaking of which, actually the rest shouldn't be that bad. I just gotta figure out what I want to do. So this circle that I made, there's a pattern to it, obviously. So the front here, I believe, was 11 spaces from side to side. Then there's 2 spaces of 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and then it repeats on the other side. That's how circles are made. I used a generator to just find the pattern. So all I need to do is find a pattern for a 3, a 3, a 2, and then these 1s will probably just be filled in with oak, maybe? I'll pop back into creative. I'll make a copy of this so I can start working on it with exactly what it looks like now. If you guys don't do that, do it. Make things in creative before you make them in the real world, because holy smokes, that saves you a lot of time. Okay, I'm gonna get cracking. What time is it? It is now noon. Actually, I'm gonna make lunch. That's what I'm gonna do first. Then I'm gonna get back to this, but I'm really, really hoping to get these walls done today. That would be amazing. So we will see how that goes. Okay, so I have decided on a design for the wall, and that's the good news. The bad news is, holy smokes, does this take a lot of resources. I am glad that finding lapis took so long because I ended up with a lot of stone, which worked out perfectly because this wall is basically all stone. And you can see I was growing some trees in here because I ran out of spruce, and I didn't feel like going down and up the hill. Okay, I just fed my cats, so I should have about 45 seconds of silence here before they start screaming again. This is what I have accomplished, and it actually... Oh no, I forgot that section. Okay, ignore that. Well, the rest of this is what I accomplished, and it's not looking too shabby. Obviously, the inside will change. That's just the back of the nice side. And I need to do the details in the walls. I have plans for that, but that'll take a little while. I don't know if I'm going to get to that today. I'll probably start it, but I don't think it'll be finished. Not having scaffolding is actually kind of difficult to work on big projects like this. I forgot how not having scaffolding was an inconvenience. There we go. So yeah, this I'm pretty proud of, though. You can get an idea of the scale of this. And what I'm going to do is probably at that lapis, that first lapis block, I'm going to have a floor and... underneath that floor is going to be storage, and on top of it is going to be farms. And there's going to be kind of 2 floors, and in between the floors, there is going to be water streams and everything that'll bring the drops from the farms automatically to my storage system, which should be here. I was going to put an iron farm here, but now I think it'll make more sense to put it on the 2nd level instead. And as the sun sets, we get to see our new fortress. Kind of. The walls aren't detailed yet, except for that little section right there on each side, but you get the gist of it. That's it from our little encampment down here, and boy, it's looking nice and thick. A little stubby, but that's okay because it's going to be very, very tall when it's done. You just need to have a good solid foundation for a big tower, or else it looks just ridiculous. So I think I'm not going to decorate the wall or detail the walls today. I think I'm going to spend the rest of the day installing the floor in there so that I can put a few farms up there right now, because I would love to be able to AFK overnight. I don't have anything that I can AFK at right now, and it's killing me. So I think I'm going to prioritize a sugarcane farm, and I'm probably going to need to go and get some more supplies for that anyways. So I need to get started on that floor, and then I'm going to plop that farm down, and hopefully it's in the location that we permanently want it to be, but whatever, we can move it later if we need to. As long as it's there for now, that's the important thing. So I was just on my way to go and get some of this sand for glass, and I noticed this ocean monument. Ocean monument. I have 2 ocean monuments that close to me, and potentially more. I knew that one was right there because I passed it on my way here, but there's 2 of them, and I don't know what to do with them yet. I definitely know I want to make a guardian farm at some point, but maybe we can keep one and dry it out and use it as like a museum piece. I don't know, but neat. All right, back to sand. Well, that was an eventful few minutes. First of all, I got a ton of sand. Second of all, I found this guy. Him and a few zombie buddies were chilling on that island over there, so I thought I'd help him out. I threw him in my boat real quick, and then he, like a jerk, attacked me the whole ride here, but we got him here and I was able to cure him. I was a little worried he was going to despawn or he was going to die because he wasn't picking up items as I threw them. And if you didn't know that, that's how you can keep creatures from despawning without a name tag. If they hold an item, they won't ever despawn. But not all zombies can hold items, and this guy couldn't. So, little touch and go. And he's not looking me in the eye. Oh, there we go. Hello. And he can trade us rotten flesh, which I only had a little bit of it here, which is good because I locked him in as a cleric, because that's what I wanted. But that farm over there produces a ton of rotten flesh. Like, more rotten flesh than anyone would ever need in their entire lifetime. I filtered it so that the rotten flesh just gets incinerated, but I could spend 5 minutes there with the filters changed around a little bit, and I'll have more rotten flesh than we'll know what to do with. So our emerald problem has been solved. You hear that, dude? I'm not poor anymore, potentially. Oh, this is going great. It distracted me from this project a little bit, but I kind of needed a break, if I'm being perfectly honest. So I'm going to go and get some rotten flesh from our super farm over there, and we'll see if we can get this guy, and it makes gold too. That thing is a cleric farm. I should get more of these guys. All right, let's go get some stuff. All right, after a few minutes there and the filters fixed, let's get some emeralds. And, of course, this guy will sell me lapis now that I've spent most of the day collecting it myself. Okay, what do we get? 16 emeralds, some experience. That's not bad. He'll reset every day, obviously. Oh, and I can trade him gold, too. Gold is something that we have quite a bit of. Let's see. Hello. Would you like that? And what else do we got here? I can buy glowstone. That's not a great deal, but I can buy ender pearls. Oh, I forgot that you can buy ender pearls from clerics. Okay, that's sweet. I was going to farm them from the end, but now we don't have to. Perfect. What else? Bottle o' enchanting. Okay. And nether warts. I don't have a huge supply of that, so that won't be super useful, but this is going to be great. And what is that, a scute? Okay, maybe I'll get a turtle scute farm going as well. I've never been more happy to have a cleric in my group. Feel like it's D&D. A cleric? Do you get it? You probably don't. Okay, that's fine. Wow. Okay, well, this has been great. A complete, total distraction from the base, but kind of what I needed right now. So that means I can actually buy some more mending books as well and throw that on my gear. What do we got here? Did you drop your price? I think he did drop his price. Oh, it's because he saw me cure that guy. Oh. Right, I forgot about that. That's an additional discount. Well, first of all, where are my books? Take all of the money. 3, okay. 3 is not bad. And did we unlock anything else? This will be a sweet trade too, because I might be able to find a way to farm that. And 6 for efficiency 4. Okay, do I have... I do have some more. I will take one of those as well. Thank you. I'm going to have to set something up where I just have a villager and a zombie on a minecart track that I can cure over and over and over and over again, so that these guys keep giving me great discounts, because I think, yeah, 26 ain't bad, but if that gets down, we can make a lot more emeralds off this guy. That can't get any lower, so that's fine. Not really planning on farming rabbits or scoots at the moment, but yeah, this is great. I'm finally not broke again, and I can put mending on my things. Oh boy, top of the world. Oh yeah, efficiency 4 axe. Oh boy, I wish I hadn't just done all of that work up there with all of the tree. Oh, you can't see it. I just cut down so many trees up there with not efficiency axe, and it was brutal. Oh, thank you, villager trading. You are an overpowered mechanic if I have ever seen one, but I love you. So let me show you what I'm getting up to for our very first farm. So this is the back of it, and kind of ugly actually, but if we come on over here, this is what I meant about having 2 floors in here. So that down below there is the actual ceiling to the first floor. This is going to be my industrial farming floor, and it is going to look very industrial, and it's on purpose. It's not meant to look ugly. It is an homage to the ugly industrial farms of the past, or something like that, and you can't prove otherwise. This is the first contraption we're making. This is, I think, basically since the conception of these 2 devices, how people have farmed sugarcane reliably. So I'm going to plant the sugarcane right there. It's going to grow up. I need to switch these around. I got these upside down. Whoops. Okay, hold on. Let me fix that. Okay, that's better. As I was saying, the sugarcane will grow up to be 3 high, then this will fire, and it'll shoot it into this water stream. I'll have some glass here, and then it will get collected. Now, eventually, this will actually, I'll probably be 1 lower, and the water stream is going to connect with other water streams, and it'll all funnel into central storage. But until we have that set up, I am just going to collect it in a chest for now, because I really need sugarcane, and I am itching to get a farm going. This is the first proper farm besides the gold one that I've built, but this is like classic Minecraft farm. So it's always fun to build something like this, even though it's long and ugly and sometimes you get the tops and bottoms mixed up. I have been using zero-tick sugarcane farms for a while, which is why I actually got that upside down, because I haven't built one of these in a long time. But one, I think they patched zero ticking. I don't think that the farms that I was using will work anymore. And 2, we want to do things properly. Zero ticking is kind of the cheaty way to do it. Not that I don't use zero ticking. In fact, my gold farm uses zero ticking, I'm pretty sure. But, I mean, what are you going to do? If we can grow the sugarcane legitimately, we'll do so. And so, yeah, I went with 27 of these. 27, I believe? Yeah, because I wanted one in the center. I wanted it to be centered on that right there. So yeah, I went with 27 of these, and I'm hoping that that'll give us enough sugarcane to last quite a while, at least if I AFK overnight, maybe. The only thing I gotta do is just get these water streams set up. I got some glass and some packed ice. I'm gonna try and get it all to flow to one end, and that should work, in my mind at least. There will be some loss in this system. Sugarcane usually is a lossy system. It'll land on here and it won't get picked up, or it'll land kind of in between the water streams. Not much I can do about that unless I want to go to a hopper minecart system, which I don't really want to. I want to keep everything water stream based up here, so feather falling, gotta love it. So yeah, I'm going to prepare for the future by just sticking with the water stream for right now, because that is what I want to work with in the long term, because hopper minecarts are a pain. They get deleted sometimes, and they're not reliable, and they break, and they're expensive. So, and then this floor right here, the ceiling, I kept too high so that I can actually use as kind of like a utility floor if something is going wrong or I need to install new stuff. So yeah, this floor here won't be very pretty. It will be very, very practical though, and that won't be the permanent entrance. Don't worry, we won't stare at the back of this every time we need to come up here. I'll probably put a bubble elevator or something. But yeah, this is going to be an industrial, heavy-duty farming floor, and it's going to have everything that I need, including a cactus farm. I don't know if I ever told you, but I bought a single cactus from a wandering trader, and then I set up that cactus above my tree farm water collection system, and I just let it grow and break a few times, and it was so bad, it only gave me 4 extra ones. But that is enough for the humble beginnings of a cactus farm, because I'm going to install clear glass right now, because I don't have a choice, but I'm going to dye the glass for this green and color code the glass for each farm moving forward. I think that that'll look super cute. So yeah, big things on the horizon. I'm gonna finish this up, and then I think I'm gonna call it a day. I still need to finish editing the previous episode, so I've got lots to do. It's been a very build heavy day for me, but I do need to take care of other stuff before the end of my Sunday. So finish up this sugarcane farm, and then I think I'm going to call it a day. It's been a meaty episode. Look at how much we've accomplished. I hope it all times out properly. It's not too long. It's not too short. So that's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you for sticking with me in the series so far. I really appreciate it. Let me know if you like the base, if you have any comments, things to improve upon. What would you like to see for the base's themes moving forward? We got the overworld, the beginning of the game. We've got the nether. We've got the end. What else can I include in this structure that you think fits in this game? What's essential Minecraft to you, and how can I work it into this building? Until next time, my name is Fiasco. Thank you. Catch you in the next one.